Anybody that tries to build things will tell you that Murphy's Law is really a thing, and it really does happen. And I'm going to show you how an animal chewing through a cable outside almost compromised an Antarctic deployment, and the tool that I bought at Lowe's to help me make sure that everything went off smoothly. Okay, so here's the scenario. We were sending a Starlink and a bunch of associated equipment down to Antarctica. The customer was here getting trained, and we deployed their Starlink outside. Well, we left it overnight so the system could run and they could see how it works. And overnight, a rabbit decided to chew through the cable. Now, it's just an Ethernet cable, but it's a special Ethernet cable. It has a molded weather boot that plugs into the Starlink antenna. So we were going to be, well, in a little bit of a pickle. This needed to ship out the next day, and we needed to do something to get this system back up and running. So I ran to Lowe's and bought one of these, which is something that I've wanted for a while. This is a cable tester. This particular one would be called a VDV, or voice data video cable tester. And this isn't going to be a complete review. I just want to show you a little bit about this and how I verified that I knew how to use it. So the deal was, with the rodent eating through the cable, I just needed the one special molded end, and I could crimp a standard Cat6 connector on the other. Well, I needed to be able to verify that cable was good. Here in the shop, when I make cables for patching security cameras or something in, I know if it's good or not because it works or it doesn't, and most of the time it just works. But for this, I couldn't take any chances. The next time this cable was going to be hooked up was in Antarctica. Everything else had already been packed. So I went and got this. This is the VDV Scout Pro 3 from Klein Tools. It was about $100 at Lowe's. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It's relatively easy to use, but I wanted to make sure that I understood it because the manual, though thorough, is not the best. So I made up some cables. One thing you'll know about Ethernet cables is there are two different ways you can wire the ends, an A and a B standard. And as long as they're both wired the same way, it's great. It's just a straight through cable. Well, I didn't know which way this cable was wired. I had a pretty good guess that it was the B standard, but I wasn't for sure. So I made up a cable that's a straight through cable. I made up a cable that's a pass through cable, or A on one end and B on the other. And then I made up a cable where I purposely cut a couple of wires to simulate a bad cable or a bad crimp. So if I plug these cables in to the tester, and this bottom part will detach if you want to put it in a remote location. I don't need to, these are short cables. I'm going to turn the tester on and press the data button, and it's going to read out on our cable what's going on. So in this case, this cable is failing. I've got two reversed wires, probably pretty hard to see there, but it's flashing that I've got reversed wires, 1 and 2. If I go to another cable out of my set, this cable has some cut wires. Now I get an indication of an open, and it's flashing what pairs are open. And finally, if I plug the last cable I'm going to show you in, it says that it is a pass, but it is a crossover cable. This has the different standards on each end. And a straight through cable just says pass. So this little $100 tool let me crimp a new end on and tell me, did I get the wiring standard right? Is the cable going to work when it actually gets in the field? Because I didn't have any other way to check it at this time. So handy little tool. Be sure to tell me down below in the comments what cables animals have chewed through in your field applications and what tools you found handy to diagnose and get around those kinds of problems. Also be sure to like and subscribe if you like more field stories like this, tool reviews, and tutorials.